Welcome to Information Technology Essentials. In this lesson for Week 2, Computer Hardware, titled How Does a Computer Work?, we'll take an inside look at computer architecture, tracing data and instructions from the CPU to storage and back again to understand how modern computing hardware functions as a unified system. Welcome to Chapter 2. In this module, we will explore the core architecture that powers modern computing, examine the roles of the processor and memory hierarchy, analyze instruction execution, and investigate system bottlenecks. At the foundation of modern computing lies the von Neumann architecture, which establishes a simple yet powerful design, storing both program instructions and working data within the same memory space, allowing a processing unit to execute tasks sequentially. From smartphones and laptops to enterprise servers, virtually every computing device today relies on this foundational principle. At the center of system operations is the Central Processing Unit, or CPU, the brain of the machine. The CPU coordinates hardware components and executes instructions using dedicated functional units. The control unit directs the flow of data and instructions throughout the processor, while the arithmetic logic unit handles arithmetic calculations and logical decisions. Internal registers provide immediate, ultra-fast scratch memory for active operations. Operating at clock speeds measured in gigahertz, modern processors perform billions of these coordinated cycles every single second. To understand system performance, we must contrast system RAM with long-term storage. System RAM is fast, volatile memory connected directly to the CPU, meaning all stored data is cleared when the computer loses power. It holds the active operating system kernel and currently running applications, with capacity typically measured in gigabytes. Long-term storage, such as solid-state drives and hard disks, is non-volatile and preserves files, media, and programs permanently across power cycles. While storage offers massive terabyte-scale capacity, it operates at substantially lower speeds than system memory. Okay. Every instruction executed by the CPU follows a standardized sequence known as the fetch, decode, execute cycle. In the fetch stage, the CPU retrieves the next instruction from system RAM. During the decode stage, the instruction is translated into micro-operations and control signals that processor components understand. In the execute stage, the CPU carries out the designated operation, such as performing a mathematical calculation. Finally, in the store stage, the resulting output is written back to an internal register or system memory address. Let's examine how data actively moves through the hardware pipeline. When you launch a software application, its executable files are loaded from long-term storage into system RAM. The CPU cores then continuously fetch instructions from memory, process the operations, and write updated data back to RAM. When work is saved or files are exported, that data is transferred back to non-volatile storage, ensuring persistent retention. Data travels across the motherboard through dedicated physical communication channels known as system buses. You can think of the motherboard as an organized city, with system buses serving as the road networks connecting every district. The data bus transports the actual payload, such as file data and instruction code. The address bus transmits memory coordinates to specify where data must be sent or retrieved. Meanwhile, the control bus delivers timing and synchronization signals to keep all connected components working in harmony. A critical concept in system design is the bottleneck problem. A computer's real-world performance is fundamentally constrained by its slowest component. If a high-end processor is paired with slow mechanical storage or insufficient RAM, the CPU will frequently stall while waiting for incoming data. In practice, upgrading system RAM or replacing legacy drives with high-speed solid-state storage often delivers a far more noticeable performance improvement than simply purchasing a faster processor. Let's summarize Chapter 2. The CPU coordinates hardware and executes programs using the continuous fetch, decode, and execute cycle. System RAM provides rapid, volatile memory for active processes, while non-volatile, long-term storage safely preserves files and applications. System buses provide the dedicated electrical pathways that link the CPU, memory, and peripheral components. Finally, system throughput is always determined by the slowest hardware component in the data path. Thank you for watching this lesson on computer hardware fundamentals. Be sure to review the core architecture concepts covered today, subscribe to follow the Complete Information Technology Essentials series, and proceed to the next video in the playlist to continue your learning journey.